The Best Advice campaign is a service that Carbon Trust offer. It's essentially around a survey, which is a free service to help businesses reduce their cost. Today, the UK economy is facing times it has never faced before. There is uncertainty over demand in the UK economy, there's uncertainty about inflation, about interest rates, about the whole liquidity problem we have in the UK economy. So us as business leaders must do the right thing when faced with increasing competition globally, so we must reduce our cost base. It's not always about looking at compromising your service, reducing your overhead. There are other ways, and this is a fantastic way that any business can actually look to reduce their cost, take their environmental credentials seriously and do something that is the right thing to do for a business leader, but also for our wider environment and the next generation of leaders. I encourage people in my company to share best advice by sitting down and talking to each other. You can legislate for it, you can ask them to put it in reports, you can share best practice. The easiest way is to sit down and talk to each other. We as the NEC Group have saved over 16% of our carbon footprint by working with the Carbon Trust. We started working with the Carbon Trust over 15 years ago. In the last 3 years, from 06 to 09, we have saved 16%. Our carbon survey fits into our wider NEC Group CSR programs in several ways. We get over 4 million visitors to our venues each year. Each one of them cost me £1.20 in utilities. That's carbon, that's energy, that's water, that's waste. That's how much it cost me. So part of it is to reduce my costs and actually act as a proper citizen for the country. Now we've got a duty of care, not only of my business, but over the next generation, to hand them a planet, a company, an environment, an economy that actually works and is sustainable. So part of what we do, by working with the Carbon Trust, is part of that. We also have long-term goals. We've agreed and committed to reducing our carbon footprint by 60% by the year 2050. And we're also now on target to reducing our footprint by 30% by the year 2020. Now that's pretty significant. The advice that I give to businesses and business people that ask me the most often is, firstly, do the right thing. If you know something's right, just crack on and do it. Secondly, employ people that are better than you. That's enormously powerful for any business and any leader. Show humility, understand who you are. And the last piece of advice I give anybody that asks me is take your job seriously, but not yourself.